Hey all, it's Jason's Thoughts, episode 11 today. And I wanted to talk about something that I just heard about last week from a dear friend of mine, Keith. And we were having a conversation about work-life balance. And he looks at me and he goes, "Come on, man, there's no such thing as work-life balance." He said, "You know what there is? There's work-life harmony." And so, as many conversations with Keith, and I always find myself thinking about things, and I thought, wow, he's absolutely right. There is people that will look at working just 40 hours per week and only commuting 20 minutes or 30 minutes, and then their day is done, and that is equal to work-life balance. But it's actually not true. He brought up an exactly fair point. And it was so reflective to me in the week that I was with him, because in actual fact, I was with a dear friend of mine and his wife and their son, and he works an exuberant amount of time every single day and every single week. And sometimes it's longer than other days, and at minimum it might be 8 hours. But the truth was when he did have his time, he made it count. So maybe he was working 60 hours per week, but his wife and his son completely understand that's the nature of the business. And they also agreed to it too, in some sense, knowing that the role he was getting into was going to be one that took more hours. But the only time it becomes really a mix of work and life and a balancing act is when you're not really comfortable with what that balance is. So if you're comfortable with 60 hours, then you're comfortable with 60 hours. If you're with kids and a family and they're comfortable with 60 hours, then they're comfortable with 60 hours. And so he was exactly right. It's all about the balance. And I think you only get 24 hours in a day, and you got to sleep and you got to eat. But I think what's most important, if you are really, really committed to those more hours in a week, that you make those hours count with the ones you love. Like my two and our crazy dog. So my thoughts have changed on work-life balance. I now am a strong believer that really it's work-life harmony, and those that you're around are involved in that, and you can work as many hours as you need to, as long as there's harmonization. So that's my thoughts for today. Talk to you later.